Avatar The Last Airbender is the greatest show to ever be created. It was created by Nickelodeon in 2005. Today, we are going to be talking about an Avatar episode that nobody has ever talked about before. Season 3, Episode 5, The Beach. In Season 3, Episode 5, Zuko and Azula and these other two chicks as well, apparently, go to the beach and do things on the beach, concluding with Azula cheating in volleyball. Then they go to a party, and Azula is like, hello, fellow normal people, but actually, Azula is out of place. Note here the subtle contrast between Azula and the normal partygoers, including this dude, and the palace. At the party, some random dude hits on Zuko's. At the party, some random at At the party, some random dude hits on Zuko's girlfriend, May. After which, they break up for the first time on screen in the show. This moment is very dramatic and very disheartening for our hero, Zuko. After the breakup, Zuko goes outside and then goes inside, and Zuko meets with Azula, and Azula takes him down to the beach. At the beach, they have a heavy monologue moment where each of them share their character desires in the deepest core of their characters. Each of them explain their traumatic past, including this girl who explains her life being a sibling, and Zuko, who explains that he is angry at himself, and Azula, who is a psychopath but is really quirky, and finally, May. After the gang explain what has been getting them down, each of them have a moment of clarity, and it seems like Zuko and May get back together again. This episode is great by showing the characters like we've never seen the characters before. In anime, a beach episode is described as an episode which takes place at a beach representing a location outside of the normal location that the show takes place in, except for if the show takes place at a beach, in which case it'll go somewhere different. A beach episode is a standard part of many anime, and this episode was an example of how to take that format and use it to make something new and fresh and original. In episode 5, Zuko and his friends team up to work together to defeat the evil bad guys. These fucking guys. And then they leave to have their pity party together and to realize that they are all just children of the universe. Zuko's development in this episode is very dramatic and substantial. Many character developments occur. Many developments occur between the four characters, but it is Zuko who the most development occurs with. Azula has her moments trying to fit in. She falls in love with this random dude right before explaining that together they will be a power couple to conquer the universe, after which he gives this face and then sulks off. Azula cannot fit into normal society because Azula is a evil psychopath who is trying to kill everything who stands in everything who stands in her way. This episode is about treating the past with respect and kindness and forgiveness, and being aware of the present and future problems which you might face. It is about accepting and loving that you can accept the past without having to be torn up in the possibilities of the future. Zuko's development happens in many dramatic occasions across the show, but it is in this episode where the most development occurs. For Azula, this is where the most development occurs, where she is turned from a maniacal psychopath who is trying to destroy the universe to a maniacal psychopath who cannot fit in at parties. Zuko and Azula work together to get down to the beach and reminisce over their childhood memories back when they were childs having memories back. It is unclear whether this episode was fully intended to be a beach episode or if it was purely coincidental. However, either way, you can say that this episode transcends what that episode format is meant to entail. In the grand scheme of things, I am glad that they created this episode, and I will be glad to see any more thoughts that you might have of this episode down in the comments. Place your comments and I will respond to them unless there are a lot of comments, in which make sure to subscribe. This has been me today talking about an obscure episode of an obscure television series. And I might do it again, but for now, thank you for listening and watching and listening, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, morning, night. Thank you.